Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2023 and another part of the Journeyman with Portsmouth. Today we have our first episode in 2027, officially, 5 years in the future, really. And we're going to be playing in the FA Cup against a Premier League side in Middlesbrough. We're also going to try and beat Barnsley in the league as well. Since you were last with me, things have gone incredibly well, to say the least. We have won all but one match. We started off that run with a 1-0 victory over Preston. Paul Glatzel getting the goal there. We then drew 1-1 with Birmingham at home. Clark O'Doe scored an early goal, but Lewis Brunn scored an absolute cracker later on in the match to deny us 3 points there. We then beat Sheffield United 2-0 with Ronan Curtis and Ty Sodji getting his first goal for a long time in that match. Before taking on Grimsby, we beat them 1-0, Paul Glatzel scoring there. We then beat Sheffield Wednesday again 2-0. Tony Knowles and Ty Sodji on the score sheet in that one. And most recently, we beat Burton Albion 4-2 with Ty Sodji getting all 4 goals. So he's in a decent vein of form. Glatzel's in good form, but somebody that has fell off a little bit recently is Ricky J. Jones, and that's a real shame. You know, he started out this season in such good form, but hasn't scored since November, and will certainly be fighting for his place with Sodji and Glatzel scoring goals at the moment. All of that means, though, is that we are very, very comfortable in the Sky Bet League One at the moment. We're 12 points clear of Bolton, who have got a game in hand on us, but let's call it 9 points clear. We're also 12 points clear of Fleetwood, but we've got a game in hand on them, so essentially 15 points clear if we can win this match today. We are 21 points clear of Burton Albion for playoffs. So things are going very, very well. We haven't got any of the top goal scorers, but we have got Brad Young top clean sheets and Owen Dale top assists on 8. Second top yellow cards on 11 with Latte, which is on 9 with Latte, which is pretty crazy. But let's have a look at our squad performances. Top goal scorer is, of course, Ricky J. Jones with 17 from 27. 9 from 7 for Ty Sodji now, and 7 from 13 for Paul Glatzel. 6 for Dale and 5 for Poku. Top assists is Daniel Adshead with 8. Dale's got 8 as well, with Batty on 5. 4 each for Murdoch and Ronan Curtis. Top average rating is Sean Raggett with a 7.29. Owen Dale on a 7.17 there as well. Jake O'Brien having a good season too, but lots of players above 7. And our new signing, George Thomason, has now been registered. Had a terrific game in the last match against Burton. So definitely looks like a good signing. 25-year-old English central midfielder on a free transfer. Already worth nearly £5 million. So got to be happy with that. So let's have a little look at the team for today then against Barnsley. It's going to be a good match, and it would appear I haven't picked it yet, so I'll see you guys in a second. Right then, here we go with our 11. Brad Young will start and goal with Richardson, O'Brien, Ogbungo and Pye in defence. We've then got Adshead and Thomason in the middle of the park, with Dale, Curtis and Glatzel supporting Ty Sodji up top. So let's get into it then. Let's see how we get on against Barnsley. They're 19th in the league. As I say, we're pretty comfortable in the league, but I have committed the grand old sin of... we were in very, very good form, got up to the point that I wanted to play the match, of course, and then saved and quit and stopped playing for the night. So inevitably, Football Manager is going to punish us as we've logged in today. And we're probably going to get stuffed in both matches. But fingers crossed that Football Manager legend is indeed just that. And it doesn't get proven today. But here's Morg with a great chance straight away. Oh, and it's cleared by O'Brien. That was a nervy little moment at the start of this match for us there. I could have went very, very wrong very quickly. Here's Adshead with the corner in. Curtis is there, heads it up. It's back to Adshead though. Here he goes again. Adshead to Thomason. Thomason into the middle. Here's Ronan Curtis. What's he doing? He gets it back to Pai, to Agungbo now. Gets it forward to Adshead. Adshead back to Agungbo. Into the middle. Owendale is there, and what a header that is from a winger. Owendale with the header into the top corner. And it's Portsmouth 1, Barnsley 0. Very good start to this match. That's exactly what we needed there. And it was Agungbo, I think, wasn't it? Back to Adshead. Back to Agungbo, who whipped that in. Beautiful cross. And Owendale was there, and that is a powerful header. And that makes it 1-0 now. And as it stands, we are 15 points clear at the top with 19 games to go. That is a huge, huge advantage that we may well struggle to lose, at this point. It has been an incredible season, and I just can't believe we've managed to do as well as we have. I think we recruited well. We kept the good players around, kept them happy, and we've really reinvigorated this football club, and I think they're going places. I think we can get to the Premier League with this squad with the right additions, and I'm really looking forward to testing ourselves against Middlesbrough Premier League opposition in the next part of the episode. Here's Glatzel on the ball. Back to Agungbo now, to Glatzel. Here's Adshead. Adshead forward all the way to Owendale with the shot, and that should have been 2-0. Unlucky. Very unlucky. But I was reading in the comments, actually, a couple of days ago, somebody was saying they think League One is perhaps the hardest league to get out of in Football Manager. And, come to think of it, I'm not sure I've ever got out of League One before. So I'd be in, well, I guess other than with Fleetwood, we did definitely do that. But, I'd be intrigued to know what everybody else's opinion is on that. But we've just done very, very well, and we'll keep that going. Williams gets it forward. Here's O'Brien, gets it to Adshead now. O'Brien again. Richardson. Would be lovely to get a 2-goal cushion now. O'Brien again on the ball. And you can see just beautiful shape of the players, and they're definitely enjoying their football. Beautiful switching of the player from Owendale there. Here's Logan Pye on the left-hand side. He whips it in. Ronan Curtis is there, and that's a penalty. Jeff, who is going to take it? That is the question. Ronan Curtis looks decent. Let's stick with Ronan Curtis then. So he's going to step up. He's looking calm. He's looking composed. He won the penalty as well. And he now steps up and scores. And it's 2-0 now to Portsmouth. And we're looking good for the victory here. Annoyingly, the two players I was praising at the start of this episode, not having the best of games. So let's try and switch it up a little bit. We'll put Ricky J. Jones up top. Hasn't really played there too much over the last few games, and we'll put Paul Thompson on the left-hand side. Very glad we cashed in on him when we did. It just can't seem to get the best out of him. He hasn't had a good run in the first team, but I've not really wanted to give him that because he's only on loan. He's probably not any better than anyone else, and well, there you go. Ricky J. Jones has just scored with a Paul Thompson assist. So there you go. What do I know? But we haven't played Paul Thompson much on that left-hand side, to be fair. Thomason, and that was a beautiful ball forward, and that's the classic Ricky J. Jones goal that he was scoring at the start of the season. And we're now 3-0 up, so we're absolutely smashing the league. As it stands, Burgoyne gets it away. Here's Curtis now on the ball. Gets it forward to Owendale. Owendale still going. He's still going here. Dale into the middle. It's Ricky J. Jones into the back of the net. And it's 4-0. And I feel bad for poo-pooing on Ricky J. Jones at the start of this episode because he's absolutely smashed it. And Owendale, once again, what a terrific player he has been since we joined, to be fair. He was instrumental in saving us last season from relegation, and He's been a pivotal player this season for us. Here's Hennigan. Grant. Oh, what a shot! Over the bar. Nearly caught Brad Young napping there. But it looks like it's going to be another clean sheet for us this season. And it certainly is. And what a result to go into our FA Cup tie with. Portsmouth 4, Barnsley 0. We go 15 points clear at the top. Barnsley in trouble towards the bottom of the table. Crew look like they're saving themselves, which is nice to see. And was that Newcastle winning the Carabao Cup? Oh no, semi-final first leg, but they might get through to the final with that, which would be pretty awesome. We will do a quick little check of the other leagues, actually. I know we haven't done that for a little while. So there's the Premier League table at the moment. Man City leading the way. They've been very, very dominant in this save so far. Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal in the top 4. Southampton up there with Leeds. Newcastle in 8th there. Spurs in 9th. Everton currently bottom of the table, potentially looking at dropping out of the division. Middlesbrough down there as well. It really is a good opportunity to get through the 4th round of the FA Cup. This is the Championship then. Ipswich and Nottingham Forest leading the way in the promotion charge. Villa, Stoke, Brighton and Bristol City in the playoffs. Salford are up in the Championship, by the way. Look at the rise they've had. They won back-to-back promotions in 23-24, 24-25, and then finished 7th last year in the Championship. They're currently in 9th, potentially going to get into that playoff spot, those playoff spots, but we'll see. Cardiff are looking gone, 12 points adrift of safety. Rotherham and Millwall still in with a fight. If we look at League 2, Crawley are leading the way there. Stockport are up in the playoffs. South Shields only 2 points out of the playoffs spots, which is great. Solihull looking in trouble. Into the Vanarama National League then. And Chester now mid-table. Last time we looked at them, they were fighting for playoffs. Bromley leading the way in that division. Doncaster, Stevenage, Fylde, Chesterfield and Morecambe and Newport are in there. And in the National League North, Kidderminster currently in 5th. The ones that we really care about as it stands. And if you want to have a look, there is the Vanarama National South as well. So, let's keep going then. We will see you for that famous FA Cup match against Middlesbrough. Well, here's an interesting one. We did request some better training facilities because I have noticed it's been something a lot of new signings have asked for, improved training facilities. So I thought I'd put in a little request, and we have got it, which is fantastic. If we look at our current facilities, we are looking at great training facilities, to be fair, and average youth facilities. So we should be going up to state of the art or excellent. I don't know what's after great, basically. But 3.7 million, it will be completed by May 2027. We might as well also try and get ourselves some youth facilities going on. And maybe even increasing the youth level as well, because they want us to build a team for the future. So let's try and get that infrastructure in place. So let's continue that on and see if we can see what's happened immediately with the board there. So Crawley's loan agreement, not really bothered about that. Yeah, can't actually see anything there. So I'll keep you in the loop, but if not, we will head on with the Middlesbrough match. Right then, a very strong 11 to take on Middlesbrough today then. Brad Young will start in goal, of course, with Sam Curtis, Jake O'Brien, Mazid Ogungbo and Harrison Burrows in defence. We've then got Adshead and Thomason in the middle of the park, with Owen Dale, Ronan Curtis and Paul Thompson getting a rare start ahead of Ricky Jade Jones up top after both of their heroics in the last episode. So let's, or the last match, I should say. So let's get into it against Middlesbrough. It's obviously, a match where we are going to be second favourites. You know, we're going to be the underdogs. So we're going to go out there and we're going to try our absolute best to see what we can do against a Premier League side. So without further ado, let's get into the match. Let's encourage the boys. We've got them at Fratton Park as well, which is exactly where we want to have them. You know, give us our best chance at home. Here's a Dingra, though, pulls inside, and this is a great chance, and that should have been 1-0 to Middlesbrough, but that maybe sums up their season so far. But they'll be looking to get their season back on track as well. It's going to be Ronan Curtis with the free kick. Can he do a Nathan Lowe? He whips it over the top. It hits the post, and O'Brien could have potentially stuck it into the back of the net there. Just couldn't quite get there first. 4-4-2 is what Middlesbrough are playing. Going back to basics, but, you know, they'll be looking for a 3-4-0 victory today to try and get back on track this season and help them survive. Ricky J. Jones runs onto it, and that is why we started him, because in front of goal, he is absolutely lethal. It was a brilliant ball over the top, diagonal ball by David Adshead. That was like watching Pirlo there with a beautiful ball forward, and then Ricky J. Jones pushes onto it and a brilliant finish into the back of the net, and it's now 1-0 against Middlesbrough, and that shows me, you know, we could be cutting it up in the division above. We can be hopefully thinking ahead and maybe looking at back-to-back promotions potentially. I don't want to get too carried away, but look at how we're playing against the Premier League side. Here's Curtis to Jones to Thomason. Here's Thompson, gets it forward to Owen Dale. Great save. Great save there. Wow, that could have been 2-0. And, well, if we win this match today, goodness knows what we can achieve this season in League One. Here's Thomason. He's bombing forward now. Gets it to Thompson on the left-hand side. Paul Thompson cuts inside to Ricky J. Jones. That was a poor pass back to Curtis. And now Middlesbrough will build from the back. It's cleared, but Curtis is going to try and cut it out, and he gets there. Here's Curtis now. Curtis on the ball. Forward to Dale. Dale shrugs off the challenge. Here's Ricky J. Jones, 2-0. 2-0 in this match, and that is exactly what you want to see. Fast, incisive football, and a brilliant pass from Owen Dale there to set up Ricky J. Jones. First time effort, and well, we were criticising him at the start of the episode, but that is him very much back on form. 4 goals in the episode so far, and here he is again. He cuts out that, and here's Adshead. Surely we're not going to make it 3-0 here. Here's Adshead on the ball, still going. Oh, it was the League One Pirlo there. He just needed to actually deliver the pass, and he was going to be a hero. Header from Jake O'Brien. Here's Curtis. Curtis forward. And now here's Thompson on the left-hand side. Back into Thomason. Thomason to Owen Dale. Oh, how has he not scored there? Wow. Corner kick, though. And it's going to be Harrison Burrows who whips it in. Jake O'Brien is going to be waiting there with his head. No, doesn't happen. End of highlight. But still 2-0. And here's Ronan Curtis with another free kick. He's going to try and whip it into that top corner. Oh, what a save. What a save that is. But again, a brilliant free kick from Ronan Curtis. And we've got another corner now. Here's Harrison Burrows. Whips it into the middle. It's away by Eric there. Or Ehrlich. Not Eric. Oh, but we are dominating this match at the moment. Here's Bob Williams to Pratt. Oh, excellent tackle from Thompson. Look at this. Now Ricky J. Jones on the ball to Adshead. Adshead forward to Ricky J. Jones. I don't think he should have tried to head it. I think he should have left it and ran onto it. But just such intensity from our players and wanting that ball back, which is just great to see. And there's O'Brien again. What a game he's having. Curtis. Ronan Curtis gets it to Thompson now. Thompson gets it forward. Ricky J. Jones with the header, and that was nearly his hat-trick. Very nearly his hat-trick. Well. It's going to be half-time. and Portsmouth 2, Middlesbrough 0. Get very, very excited here. Very, very excited. I mean, 4th round of the FA Cup, that would be awesome. Right, let's get I was going to get the latest scores on the doors, but can't do that. Here's Williams. Gets it forward to Piatek, I think that was. Here's Fry. Prayet. All the way back to the goalkeeper. Omlin to Ehrlich. That's forward. Oh, and that's over Jake O'Brien's head, and it's Murray. Oh, that should have been 2-1, and Middlesbrough back in the game. It wasn't to be, though. Here comes a corner. Prayet into the middle. Oh, it's away by Thompson, and now Adshead runs onto it. Thought it was going to be a counter-attack. Not quite. It's into the middle again, but Brad Young comes out to collect beautifully. Well. Let's have a little look at the scores on the doors. I think Spennymoor were potentially in this stage of the FA Cup, but it's still glitchy, this. It's a real shame. But I can't see Spennymoor in there. Let's just see. So West Ham 4-1 up against Wimbledon. Coventry beating Huddersfield. No other real shocks in there. Right. Let's see. So Curtis is going to come off. We're going to put Glatzel on. We're going to swap him round with Paul Thompson. What else are we going to do? We're going to bring Pye on for Burrows. And we'll leave it at that for now, I think. Could potentially bring Rafferty on for Agungbo later on. But here's Ivan Jamie. Whips it in. Pye away. Now Jones gets it away, and Jones is going to... Oh, I thought he was going to sprint onto it there. He's perhaps a little bit tired. Oh, Glatzel. Good block. Glatzel forward to Jones now. Dale. Adshead. Thompson. Adshead. Curtis. Dale. Dale still going. Great run, but couldn't quite keep going there. I mean, he's just such a physical player, is Dale. He just brushes off tackles, which is wonderful to see. Here's O'Brien now. Adshead on the ball. Can we make it 3? It's over the top. Ricky J. Jones gets his hat-trick. Oh, I think it's offside, though. Is it? Maybe not. I thought I could see a flag over there. Let's have a little look at this. It was O'Brien to Adshead, who got it forward again. A brilliant pass, and what a run from Ricky J. Jones, and a brilliant finish. And he has got his hat-trick. Let's get him his standing ovation, shall we? And bring him off Ty Sodji for the last 15 minutes. Here's Pye, Glatzel, Thomason to Thompson. Now here's Adshead. Are we going to have another one? Not quite. It was a good ball, but didn't run onto it that time. But yeah, Sodji will be coming on. He's going to be waiting at the side of the pitch. Here's Adshead. That's forward. Ricky J. Jones could have his 4th here. Oh, and he does. Oh, and he does. 4 goals in a match. We're actually going to cancel that because Ricky J. Jones could go and score 5 in this match. We are 4-0 up against Middlesbrough. We just dismantled Barnsley 4-0. We beat Burton 4-2. We're just scoring a hell of a lot of goals at the moment. We'll bring Cottrell on for Thomason because he's had a pretty hard workout recently, hasn't he? Curtis can come off for Rafferty as well. And Dale for Poku. Poku can have a little return. He's coming back from injury. Here's Glatzel over the top, and it's Ricky J. Jones again, everybody. Ricky J. Jones. Why didn't he pull the trigger sooner? He could have had 5. He's playing a perfect 10 performance. And he scored 6 goals in this episode. It's Owen Dale again, though. Oh, my goodness. It's 5-0. Against a Premier League side. Wow. This is just unbelievable. And this team is just so together. It is playing terrific football. We've got brilliant players. We've got strength in depth. I don't think there's anything that can stop us this season. I really don't. And let's go and win the FA Cup as well. Well, if we're away against a big Premier League club, we won't be able to play like this. But at home, I fancy anybody. I really do. As Ad said, gets it to Cottrell. Look at the space we've got. And there's Poku, who's just come onto the pitch. And Ricky J. Jones again was nearly there. Nearly got his fifth. I want him to get 5 because that's surely going to be some sort of record. Here's Christensen. No, I don't think it's going to happen. Well, full time, but wow, what a performance. Portsmouth 5, Middlesbrough 0. I mean, that was just unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I think that might even be our biggest win of the series so far. I've just had an achievement for thumping. What was that? You won a competitive match by 5 goals. That's our biggest victory of the series. And it was against a Premier League side as a League One club. What on earth are we creating here? Yes, youth facilities are going ahead. And the youth level. Wow. Everything is going well. Tony Knowles, by the way, has gone out on loan at Shrewsbury. He wasn't really getting the game time for us, so he wanted to leave. But, I mean, that is one of the best performances I've ever seen. I mean, this guy came in having scored, 9 goals in his career? And he's come in and he's scored 14 in the league. He's scored 23 in all competitions. He's just scored 4 against a Premier League side. I mean, that is ridiculous. He is fast. He's got good finishing. He's got good acceleration. He's just brilliant. This kid, I think he could be the Glatzel of this series. I really do think he could be. Because he has just been awesome. And I want to see him really progress and potentially go all the way to the Premier League with us. But yeah, it is brilliant. We're through 5-0 over a Premier League side. I mean, that's, if anything's going to send them down, I think that's what's going to do it. Where's Spennymoor in the FA Cup? Yeah, they are. They're playing Leeds. So Spennymoor are in the Vanarama National North. They're top, and they're playing Premier League side Leeds. I mean, that is going to be an awesome, awesome match. When are they playing? They're actually playing on Monday, but we'll go ahead. We'll get to the draw, and we'll see who we're playing in round 4. Here we go then. Spennymoor Town still in the draw. They haven't played their match against Leeds yet. Who is going to host it? It's Stephen Gerrard again. Wonderful. Right. Who would we want? I mean, do we want a Premier League team away, or do we actually want to try and win this competition? I know that's very unlikely from a League One side, but if we're at home against the right teams, there's no real reason why we can't do it. Chelsea versus Derby, Doncaster, they're a Vanarama national team playing Bolton. That would have been a nice one. Brentford versus Wigan, Stoke versus Blackpool, Burnley versus Blackburn, Brighton against Liverpool, Tottenham against Salford or Reading, Portsmouth. So we are at home. Who are we going to be taking on? Let's see who it's going to be. Millwall. Well, I mean, that is a winnable match for me. At home, of course. Millwall are a team that are playing in the Championship, 22nd in the Championship. We're actually only a couple of places apart. I mean, I think that's one of the best draws we could have had, really. And I think that's where we'll be in the next episode. Let's see where Spennymoor could be playing. Spennymoor could be hosting Ipswich if they beat Leeds. Let's just continue on and see what happens in that match. Oh, well, 2-1. I mean, that's pretty close. That would have been awesome. But Leeds do get through in the end. against Spennymoor. So let's have a look at when we're going to come back. It will be that Millwall match, and it's got to be Fleetwood. You know, Fleetwood near the top of the table, Journeyman alumni as well. So we will be back for those two matches in the next episode. But it is unbelievable. We're going to go on an FA Cup run, everybody. If we beat Millwall into the last 16, which would be pretty awesome. So if you have enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up down below, subscribe for plenty more FM content. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.